Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. So this week up on the Chalk L we have
No.
as always, our personal
I didn't know
updates,
what it was going to be called.
and throwback to the old TikTok Jod, throw,
The what?
throwback to the old TzTok Jed, and
TikTok John.
TikTok Jod, yeah,
Wait, what?
rest in peace. So,
This is my favorite episode so far already.
but yeah, so the first thing up on the chocolate, as always, is going to be our personal updates, and we're going to be talking about that, videos that are coming out, some progress that we made on our accounts. And the second thing is going to be just the update in general this week. Not a ton to go over, unfortunately. It's just some fixes and stuff like that.
We've been so spoiled the past month.
We have gotten some pretty decent updates the past month, so we'll be talking about this one, which is not so decent, and then we'll be going over one interesting thing that they do mention in the update is their plans for future updates.
Oh, I'm excited
So
to
we
hear
can
that.
kind of talk about that and see if we have any cool ideas that we hope come down the pipeline as well.
Cool.
And of course, as always, we're going to be ending it off on our Q&A note. We do have questions that are from the Redditses.
Ooh, the Redditses.
So hopefully we'll go through and answer those. And
the TikTok Redditses.
yeah, the TikTok Redditses. And so if you have any questions, hopefully these will be able to answer some of them.
Awesome.
So we have a good lineup here and a bunch of different questions. So
Good.
yeah, before we get into anything though, of course, as always, Michelle, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Of course, of course.
So, like I believe last week I was talking about how I was almost at 2,000. I finally hit 2,000.
Nice.
I'm at 2,001 now.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So the two that I ended up getting up were hit points and thieving, I think.
Nice.
And that got me over the edge, and I'm very excited about it. I'm in a 2,000 world right now.
Now you're in the numbers of years that I've actually lived. That's crazy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was doing some Slayer for a little bit, but then someone on Twitch, shout out is Dato, if you happen to listen to the podcast, they asked if I wanted to do Zalcano. They ended up not being able to do it, but
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I should do Zalcano. And
Michelle's
now
never done Zalcano before.
I'd never done Zalcano, and now I've been there the past 4 nights.
Yeah. Also, if you don't know about Zalcano, you have to have done Song of the Elves in order to do it. So rest in peace if you still haven't done that quest. Yeah. Just so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. I'm at
You
like
want to explain the boss a little bit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so basically you show up and you don't like have to use attacks or anything. So I just been wearing my full graceful with like my Varrock armor because I supposedly helps you mine more, and bring a pickaxe. I've gone in like 3 times while streaming, gone to hit it, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have a pickaxe.
I don't know how you missed that. I mean, it's the skilling. It's one of the skilling bosses. You know how like Winter Tot is for fire making.
Yeah, it's for
Zalcano
mining.
is for mining, but just like to a very much lesser degree.
I wouldn't even consider it a skilling boss because you really don't get much skilling.
Yeah, you use skills to defeat the boss, but you don't actually get very many
We're just
skill
there
points.
for the money and for the potential pet drop.
Yeah, it gives decent money, has a decently good pet chance.
Yeah, it's like 1 out of 2,250, but I've done 139 and I've already gotten 4.5 million.
Yeah, it's really decent money power. I wouldn't say it's like really good. There's plenty of moneymakers that are better.
But it's nice if you don't like real bossing.
Yeah, it's a decent moneymaker while a pet chance is also available. So
oh, and it's good and bad if you go to the Zalcano world because there's a bunch of people playing. I'd say if there's 10 and under, it's fine. But if there's over that, the games are like too fast, and sometimes you don't even end up getting enough points to get anything.
It is kind of high stress when there's a lot of people. You have to change your playstyle based on how many people are in the game and available.
Yeah, so basically how it works is you show up in this room, Zalcana's walking around like I don't know the background story, skipped it to be honest.
She's mad.
Yeah, she's mad. And all the corners of the room, there's stuff that you mine. This is the short version of this, but basically you mine stuff, take it to the furnace, then you go and like low-key runecraft it, and then you're able to go and hit Zalcano. Meanwhile, like rocks are falling on you all the time, you're getting hit, so bring a bunch of food with you, bring a lot of staminas.
I'm pretty sure it's actually kind of messed up the situation because I'm almost certain that Volcano's in a prison.
Ooh, we're the bad
And
guys
so like
here.
you're rolling up into prison and like killing her. So
That's kind of brutal.
yeah, it's pretty weird.
Glad I didn't find out the background story.
Yeah, but I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure that's the gist of why she's there, just
Yeah.
randomly in Prifddinas.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah,
But
rest in
yeah,
peace.
if you have RuneLite, you could turn on like the Volcano thing and it will say how much damage you've done, and to have a chance at like the pet and the unique stuff, which is just like 2 other things on it. But yeah, to get a chance at that, you have to have like 50 hits to her shield, which is beforehand.
Yeah, she has like armor and then she has her actual health.
Yeah, and you have to have 50 points each. So if there's like over 10 people, it is like impossible because
Yeah,
you
you have
can't
to
even throw all
actually-
your stuff at her in time before
Exactly.
she's already at like her shield's already down because everyone's just so insanely fast and good at it.
Yeah, you really have to adjust your strategy based on how many people are there, because if not, then you just will not be getting any loot, and it'll kind of be a waste of time. You won't even get the like kill counts. I
Yeah,
don't think.
it's so annoying. There's been quite a few times I didn't get the kill count, and I'm like, I got hit for like 50 while I was here. I
Yeah.
really didn't get the kill count.
Just wasting food. What's nice is there is a bank right outside though.
Yeah, there is a bank outside. So if you have access to Prifddinas, would suggest it. If you want to hit me up, we could do Volcano together. I did
Yeah.
it with a group of 3 before, and that was actually pretty chill. It
She's been
takes
doing
longer,
a lot. You have
but-
like over what 100 KC now?
I have 139 kill count.
Wow,
Mhm.
nice. That's pretty good.
I've probably technically been there like 170 kills, but like I said, sometimes it gets rushed.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, other than
I'm
that.
glad you ended up liking it though.
I know, me too. I didn't know if I was going to, but now it's nice. Yeah, other than that, I was playing Barbarian Assault for a couple days actually with Isdato. And I've been streaming like a decent amount. I'm trying
yeah.
to stream every night. I don't have a set schedule, but it's kind of between like 8 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yep.
So come and check it out. Hang out with me. And we're trying to get affiliated. We need an average
we're
of
actually
3.
really close to being
Oh my
affiliated.
gosh, we have such strong feelings about Twitch though. Their averages don't make sense.
So to give you all a quick gist of how ridiculous the average viewer count is on Twitch, in order to be affiliated, you need to have an average viewership of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, let's say you streamed for an hour. If you had 5 viewers or 10 viewers or 20 viewers for, I don't know, let's say 20 minutes, but then the other 40 minutes you only had 2 viewers, then it's going to say your average viewer count is only 2.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so annoying.
It's really dumb.
It doesn't take like the mean of it. You're supposed to add it up and divide it by the time, and they're
Yeah.
clearly not doing that.
No, it's just doing what your actual viewership is for the majority of the time. And if it happens to be 1 or 2 and not 3, you're going to be
so
sad.
frustrating because I'll be talking to like 3 people and then I'll go to sleep, look the next day, and they're like, average viewer 1. And I'm like, that's not even possible. How
Yeah.
was I talking to people?
It's really funny. But
Yeah, we need an average of 3, and check it out because I don't know what's wrong with Twitch, but we're struggling over here.
yeah, if you enjoy watching or listening to the podcast, then maybe you'll like the stream too. So it's kind of just more of this, kind of just talking and hanging out and doing like bosses.
Then with our faces.
Yeah, with our faces, we do have webcams, so it's pretty cool.
And sometimes bad words, I need to hold back on that a little bit.
Yeah, we're definitely
Volcano's stressing me out. Let's say that.
Yeah, we definitely should give a warning. We are much more G-rated and family friendly here.
Our Twitch is
than
PG-13.
Twitch is definitely PG-13. It's kind of just us relaxing, playing the game like normal, and so
Using adult words.
yeah, exactly. So if you are a child, maybe don't head over there.
Hold off on that.
Actually, more like if you have children that you're taking care of, I think that's probably more common than.
If you're like a 10-year-old listening to this podcast, I'm sorry.
I wonder if we do have any like.
We totally
very
could.
young
If you are,
listeners.
you can tell us.
Shouts out to the young listeners.
You know, I bet that 10-year-olds would be edgy and they'd be like, "Oh, I could handle it."
No,
I
absolutely do not
tell
tell us.
Tell me you're a kid and we're not
No.
going to do anymore.
Absolutely do not tell us or anyone else online that you're a kid.
Oh, actually, that's a better point.
That is
Yeah.
not a good idea. Don't listen to Michelle.
Yeah. Never mind. I don't want people to know that you're a kid.
But shouts out to you.
Maybe just be like, "Oh, I'm around a kid. Can you keep the language down?"
Yeah, exactly. I think that is really.
Don't tell
common,
anyone
though. A lot
online
of-
that you're a kid. Oh my god, that was awful advice.
I think I think most of our viewer or listeners and viewers in general are like not old but older people.
They're
so
all,
it's
like,
more
20
likely.
and over, it
Yeah, it's more
seems.
likely that they would have a kid or a kid nearby at least.
Yeah, and then we just don't want to have
Yeah, we don't-
anyone hearing us.
Yeah, if you don't want to hear like random curse words, then maybe don't tune into the stream.
Yeah. Or let us know.
Yeah.
We'll stop.
But yeah. So what else did you do actually?
Other than that, I haven't really been doing much. Oh, we got a Switch, so I've been playing a lot of Animal
Oh
Crossing.
yeah, she's put many hours into Animal Crossing.
It actually makes me feel stressed out thinking about it. It makes me feel guilty weirdly.
Yeah, she spent many hours. I think she spent, not to call her out, but like 9 hours playing Animal Crossing yesterday.
Yeah, it was so weird because, like, obviously I have anxiety. I've mentioned this many times. And every time I saw Robert look at me, I feel it right now, too. I feel, like, tense in my chest because I'm like, oh, my God, I'm the worst. Why am I doing this? And it's like, it's not like I had to go do anything for Robert.
Yeah, she's not my employee.
I know. I don't. And I didn't even do anything. I just was like, all right, I guess I'll switch to another game. I weirdly felt, and maybe it's because we have like the podcast and the stream and stuff,
Yeah.
but I was like, I need to do RuneScape stuff.
You did end up doing research for your other podcast.
I did like a little bit.
Okay, that's better than nothing.
Reading about serial killers is kind of a downer after Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
But yeah, other than that, oh, my shooting star video is finally out. That's like my last thing.
Yeah, I put that out.
It's really good.
That came out today. It should have came out a few hours ago, and it seems like people like it.
Yeah. Shout out Mandy.
Thank
you for enjoying our bloopers.
Yeah.
Robert was literally crying laughing when he was editing.
Are hilarious. If anyone listening never watches any of our YouTube, that's totally fine. But watch the bloopers of our star mining loot from video that we just put out today, which is the 7th. The bloopers are hilarious. They're at the end of the video, and I even have them annotated so you can skip to it.
I didn't realize you'd have them annotated. I thought they were going to be like an Easter egg, and I was like,
No.
well, this is very obvious.
I wanted people to see it because it was hilarious.
He was literally crying laughing, and I was like, what's happening over there?
No, it was one of the funniest bloopers for any of the videos, so I had to throw it in there.
Maybe we'll start keeping bloopers in more.
Only if they're really funny like that. I want them to be actual pieces of art.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a masterpiece.
He thinks very highly of his own jokes.
It was a masterpiece.
But even without the bloopers, I feel like it was a decent video.
It was a good video.
Very informative on shooting stars. If any of you are interested in those, I love them. It was before they started.
Before they buffed the shooting star XP.
Yeah, because I made that video a while ago. He's just had other stuff to do. So
Yeah.
Not a realistic amount whenever you look at my little XP tracker, but that's fine. I don't talk about the XP.
Yeah, you don't talk the XP at all. You just talk about money.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about me. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Currently AFK plank making, trying to get up my magic. Because I'm thinking about...
technique.
Yeah, because plank make actually makes a pretty decent amount. It's like 80k, 70k experience AFK. And you also make money while doing it. So if you can plank make and you have the lunar spells unlocked, maybe take a look at it.
I was going to ask why you don't just go like burst neck rails. And I was like, that's not AFK.
That's not AFK at all. It does give you about 30k more experience an hour bursting necks or dust devils.
Oh, it gives me like twice as much. I get 100 and something.
Yeah, I usually get 100 and like 110. So it's like 30 to 40k more than what I'm getting plank making. But it's not AFK at all. And also you have to bank and stuff like that. So with everything considered...
We're literally recording, so maybe don't.
Yeah, I'd rather plank make. So you also make pretty decent money depending on how much mahogany logs are worth.
True. Yeah, like I was thinking about doing Slayer tasks whenever we were recording, and I was like, that seems like a bad idea. So now I am just cutting down magic trees because they take forever.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple things that I did that are a little less AFK in past episodes, and you can kind of tell that I was distracted in those episodes.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm just like, I have to pay attention to like either not dying or like doing something on tick. So I figured I'd do something really AFK like plank make.
Good idea.
You can do plank make and make it more not AFK, so you can like go through and do it on each tick, which is a lot faster, and I think gets you like 150k experience an hour.
But you're just doing full inventory.
Yeah, you just have to. This way it's just AFK. So.
And what level magic do you need for that? For future reference.
For plank make, it's 86. So I actually.
Okay, so it's not a beginner method.
No, absolutely not. It's a higher level, and you need lunar diplomacy. So it's a little bit higher end, but it is AFK. So it's nice if you have access to it. And it doesn't really cost that much either. And it's a great way if you are an Iron Man to get planks if you don't feel like going to the construction route of going to get those milled.
That's a very good idea. I hate going over there.
Yeah, exactly. Also, yeah, so I guess as far as my account, pretty hype. I got over 1900 in the past week. So I guess both of us.
We both hit milestones.
Yeah, both hit milestones. I was going for base 80s in all my stats, and I got all of them to base 80 except for 4 now.
Which ones?
So that's pretty cool. Agility, funny enough, that was like one of my first ever 70s. So
both
now
of
it's
us
kind of,
both of us got it at 70
yeah,
so
exactly.
fast, and we
And now
just
it's like,
stopped.
I think after 70 it does slow down like a lot, because
It felt like it
before,
was taking us forever back then, though.
like even at level 70, I would highly recommend getting it to 70. But even at level 70, I think your longest level is like 200 laps.
Oof.
My levels now take like 300 to 400 laps.
You should do a different place than
So
Sears.
no, Sears is
Perfectionist
still the
is
fastest in the game until you get to Sepulcher.
it's faster than Perfectionist?
I'm almost certain it is.
Oh, okay.
If you have the teleport, the Sears teleport, that is, I'm pretty sure it's,
Oh, with the diary.
yeah, with the diary, it's like one of the fastest.
All right. Well, what else do you need to get to 80?
Also, I need to get mining to 80, which takes a million years, so I'm like slacking on that.
Oh, we only need
And
2 levels, right?
yeah, I only need 2 levels. And then also fishing, which I'm waiting to do the fishing trawler video along with it.
Oh, yeah, you need to do that to make
Yeah.
the outfit video.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to do the fishing trawler video, and so maybe expect that within the next couple years, because
We're so backed up in
I'm
videos.
like, yeah, backed up and slow on videos right
There's
now.
still 2 of my videos that you added too, right?
Yep.
I
And
haven't
then,
made a new video in so long because I'm like, there's no need to rush.
yeah, exactly. I have 2 of my videos that I need to do as well. So
I'll start eventually.
yeah, it was nice though. I was able to get crafting, thieving, herb. I got all those to 80,
Jeez.
smithing to 80, and then I just need fishing and I don't know why I say fishing like a fissure,
I didn't even notice.
but fishing. I also got Slayer to 80, and then rune crafting is the last thing.
What's your rune crafting at?
It's only 66. You know, I like to just leave it hanging out at the bottom
Oh
so I
my
can
God.
pour my tears of Guthics and my actual tears into it. So
I'm so close to leveling up my rune crafting. Only 10,000 more and I'll be at 79.
oh, nice.
Oh, Volcano also gives you a little bit of rune crafting.
Volcano, by a
Literally
little bit,
like
let me
1.5
clarify.
thousand an hour.
Yeah, it's like literally 1,000 XP an hour, so it's practically nothing.
But it's great for me because I was only like 15,000 away from leveling up. So for me, I'm like, wow, this is
You're like, wow, this is
nice.
a ton of experience
And the only rune crafting experience I ever get is from Tears of Guthics
from runecraft. Oh, yeah.
and from the genies.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay.
it's better than the genies.
Yeah, I guess so if you look at it that way. Yeah, so all of the stuff I've actually also been doing on stream, but actually we kind of recently mixed it up, and
You've
so
been doing so many things on stream.
I was doing a little too much skilling on stream, and I feel like I was kind of putting people through a lot of AFKing. So I've actually switched it up and been doing a lot of bossing and Slayer. I did Slayer like all day today, and
Jeez.
a lot of bossing. I actually did KBD for the first time today. He's a
I
pretty
missed it. I was sleeping for it.
yeah, he's a pretty simple boss, honestly. If you are scared of KBD, I wouldn't be. He's really easy. Just go out there and get it done, honestly. So if you have
Great advice from
if you
Rob
have
over here at
a
Bunebape.
black dragon task, maybe try it out. But he doesn't give too much money, so maybe don't try it out and just go to Brutal Blacks if you have the option. If you have 77 on Slayer, that is. And besides that, I also am going to get up rune crafting soon-ish.
What are you gonna get it to?
I want to get it to 77
Oh,
so
for
I can do
Blue Blood.
bloods. But besides that, right now I'm getting up mage because tomorrow kind of hopefully going to be a good day. But I'm going to
Oh, are
try
you
Chambers
gonna
of Zerg
do
for the
it?
first time.
You're not gonna get your herbler up.
No, because you actually only need 78 herb lore.
Okay,
You need 90 for the best of the best potions, but
but
apparently it's
will
not that big a deal.
suffice.
Because you can still make the second best potions with 78. So
Okay, you excited for Chambers of Zarek? Neither
Not
of us have done
really.
it before.
She's never done it. I've never done it. So I'm going to do some research and probably die there. Probably, maybe even literally 100 times tomorrow.
And then I'll
So,
do a tiny fraction of the amount of research and see if we can do
yeah, I'll walk her through it and we'll duo it maybe
Yeah.
sometime in the future.
It's an elite diary thing.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it eventually. So I'm learning the hard way and she'll learn the easy way. And before anyone like comments or lets us know, I know you could do learners. I'm in the
He was
Discord.
offered to do a learner yesterday, actually, but I
Yeah.
decided not to.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of ways you could do learners so you could learn it, but I want to do the hard route because I plan on soloing it in the future anyways. I don't plan on doing it in groups. I don't really play this game in a group. And so I guess I kind of want to go the hard route and try and solo it from the get-go.
So I'm basically going to do a learner with you.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty much that. But I know I'm in the We Do Raids Discord and stuff like that. And if you need help learning raids, I'd recommend going to the We Do Raids Discord. You can literally Google We Do Raids, and it's the first link.
Oh,
And
perfect.
the people there are really smart, and they're generally nice. So you can go there and learn to do TOB, or actually any group content there. It seems like they have some pretty knowledgeable people. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so maybe go there if you're not stubborn like me.
But you have some other stuff going on.
What other stuff?
You also did Zelkana.
Oh yeah, I also did Volcano, and I also did the Gauntlet
Yeah.
for the first time. I learned the Gauntlet
He's doing
on stream.
You're doing pretty decent at the Gauntlet.
Yeah. So
did you forget?
No, I didn't forget, but it's funny. What she's referencing is there's some pretty good drops from the Gauntlet.
He would know.
So the reason I went there is because, well, I just recently got my quest cape, and it's because I have my quest cape now. I have GZ. But now I have access to the Song of the, or from the Song of the Elves, I have access to Prifddinas, which is where Volcano and the Gauntlet are located.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice because the Gauntlet doesn't require a single item. You go in there with literally nothing, and you could leave with the new item that they introduced last patch, which is worth 110 million gold. So I went in there and...
He didn't get that.
No,
we should start off by
absolutely.
saying that or the
Absolutely not.
pet. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, I'm getting very lucky, but not that lucky. I think it's like a 1 in 2,000 drop for that item.
Jesus.
On normal. So there is normal and corrupted Gauntlet. Corrupted is, if I had to say, probably twice as hard as
Wow.
regular Gauntlet. And I wouldn't really recommend going in with less than like 80 all stats.
Oh my gosh.
So or combat stats at least.
Of course.
And so overall, it's really fun. I was having a blast learning the Gauntlet. I think I've gone and died at least 50 times. I think I've had 60 attempts total, potentially. That's between the regular and the corrupted Gauntlet. And I'd highly recommend it if you can do it. It's really fun. It takes a bit of brain power and knowledge and like figuring things out. But once you learn it, it's fun. I still am in the process of learning it. I think I'm just barely even. Like I have 19 deaths and 19 completions of normal.
You could tell that you like it or are actually having fun because whenever you die, you don't seem as annoyed to go back again.
No, I go back almost immediately.
You're like, oh, okay, well, let's go.
Yeah. And as far as the corrupted Gauntlet, I also gave that a go. And I actually was able to do it. I was surprised. It took me quite a few tries, but I was able to get 2 KC successfully and like 14 deaths. So it is much more difficult.
1 out of 7.
1 out of 7. Yeah, so
not bad odds.
Quite a bit more learning needing to be done, but overall, I can't speak more highly of the corrupted or the regular Gauntlet. It's honestly really great content from this game.
What about those drops?
Oh yeah, so the drops is what she was referencing earlier. I got 2 drops. They are 1 in 120 chance for drop, and it's the crystal armor seed. And I got 2 of them in 19 kills.
Are you kidding me?
So
that's... Is that regular or corrupted?
Regular.
Oh my god.
In corrupted, it's a 1 in 50 drop, and in normal, it's a 1 in 120 drop, and I got them both in 19 kills on normal. So
that
I got
is
pretty
wild.
lucky. I wouldn't call myself spoon-fed as far as drops go on the Gauntlet, but
you know what? You're on the way there.
Getting close.
The spoon is choo-chooing its way over.
The spoon is choo-chooing on its way over. So, and if it's willing to spoon me an enhanced crystal weapon drop, you know,
and the pet in one go.
And the pet in one single go. Yeah, I would not complain. But yeah, so that's about it going on for me though.
Oh, do you want to say the time you're gonna try to stream as well, so everyone will know?
Oh yeah, if you want to check out the stream, it's twitch.tv/Bunebape, and I stream in the morning. I have been streaming earlier, but I think we're planning on changing the time to
trying to get that 3 viewer average going.
No, I do recognize that a lot of people are up later in the day. I have been streaming early,
not at 5 in the morning.
We are going to change the stream time for now to 10 a.m. until whenever. Mm-hmm. So if you are up around 10 a.m. or around lunchtime and feel like watching someone die a bunch at Chambers of Xeric, then
Rob's your guy.
Yeah, feel free to pop on the stream and say hi. We also have a giveaway going on.
Yes,
if anyone
giveaway.
Yeah, we figured we'd give back to the community a little bit. And so
It's just a bond. It's not real stuff.
well, I mean, it is for a lot of people that are free to play in our clan and stuff like that. It's a
Oh, I
big
know.
deal.
I just don't want anyone to think that we're giving away like
No,
merchandise or money
no,
or
it's no
something.
cash or anything like
It's
that.
in-game stuff, which is kind of better for some people, I'm sure.
Yeah, because we saw that we have a lot of players that come to the stream or are in our clan that are free to play and
So many.
are asking about money makers or about how to get a bond and stuff like that. So we figured we'd give them an option through a contest because obviously we can't give everyone bonds, but we'd like to, but we can't. So I guess this is the next best thing. So yeah, you can go sign up on our visit our Twitch. You don't even have to watch. You can just visit our Twitch, type exclamation point giveaway in chat, and that'll be you'll get squared away there. So I really don't care if you don't watch the stream or anything like that, but feel free to enter the giveaway.
Yeah.
But that's about it. And like I said, we
hopefully
do
we'll
have
start doing those like every couple weeks as well.
yeah, I'd like to do them every 2 weeks just so
Yeah.
that we always have something like that running.
Especially because the drop parties never really pan out.
Yeah, we were kind of doing this in like kind of in lieu of drop parties because we
We'll
wanted
still
to
do this if we can, but
we tried many times to do drop parties to varying success in our clan because it's
Yeah.
hard to get a lot of people online. Some people just actually told us
Don't
they're
even
straight up
respond or don't
not
care.
interested.
some people like it's actually surprising. So many people were like, "Oh, I could contribute some items for the drop party," and
Yeah.
we're like, "No, we're trying to give you
Yeah, it's like we
things.
just want to give people like loot.
free stuff."
Yeah, we just like want to give back because like now
It's
our
fun.
clan
Everyone's supporting us and like our little
Yeah.
content creating dreams here.
Exactly. So like we like building this community. We have over 130 members in the clan.
Oh my
and
god, that's actually amazing compared to how we used to be.
yeah, a few weeks ago
Wow.
we had like not even 30 people in the clan. So we've come so
Great.
far and we just like would like to
I
give
finally
back.
have gaming
So,
friends for the first time in my life.
Yeah, we actually play with actual members in the clan
It's
and we
so
talk to them like
crazy.
every day and it's like really cool.
I
So
love it.
yeah, so if you want to get part of that, you can do that. And also
Yeah, type in exclamation point clan if you want to join our clan.
yeah,
That's on
exclamation
Twitch
point
as well.
clan. We have a lot of commands on Twitch, so you can check it out there. We also have Discord and
Type
all
all
that stuff.
over on Twitch and see what works.
Yeah, or you can type exclamation point commands and it'll show you all of them.
Aw.
Yeah, we have Discord and everything like that. So whatever you're fancy, we probably have access to it. So besides that, as far as videos go, I hope
Didn't you have a couple out last week?
we had some out last week and we have some out this week. So I'm hoping to get on a more regular schedule. I've kind of been neglecting YouTube a little bit, considering I've been spending more time on Twitch, but I'm trying to even it out and do a good amount of both.
I
So,
think it will be nice that you're going to be streaming later in the morning because usually you'd wake up and you'd be like, I can't do anything, and you go
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
immediately.
exactly. So hopefully the new stream time will also provide me more time.
Yeah,
to
you
get
need
out
more
more
time
content.
before and after, not just after only.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we'll have more videos out on a regular basis. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
2 to 3 out a week just so that we still have stuff pretty much always available to anyone that keeps up to date with our stuff.
It's so exciting if you think about this is our 22nd episode, right?
This is our 22nd episode.
How far we came from just
Yeah.
going on walks talking about, oh, we should make a podcast. At first, we were talking about making a web development podcast. Ugh.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, and also I'm bad at studying now. But and now here we are with like a YouTube, a clan, a Twitch,
we've come
a
a long way. It's
Discord.
almost half a year on the podcast
Mhm.
alone, so that's pretty cool.
I don't want anyone to think that we're like living on this off this. We're not
No,
making any money
absolutely
at
not.
all. It's just fun.
Like if you want some sick knowledge, we don't even have 100,000 total views on our YouTube, but it's close. So I'm actually pretty happy about that.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
We hope to. It'd be cool to have this as a job, but obviously that is probably years in the future if that happens.
Yeah. This is definitely a passion project. So
Oh yeah, 100%. Same with my other podcast.
So yeah, hopefully everyone enjoys it though, because that's
Yeah.
kind of why we do it. It's to help people. I guess we like got a lot of questions and a lot of ideas, so we figured this would be the best way to, help answer that and help people out, like newer people
It's
and
so
stuff like that.
fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, and it's really fun. So it's kind of like it's like the best of both for us.
I think also we're not very social. Like we have like a couple friends, but like we don't really see them much. So it's
Yeah.
cool to like talk to people and be like, "Oh, Panza, what's up?" Shout out Panza if you
Shout out
listen.
Panza. But
You're like
he's not gonna listen.
I was like, they're the most consistent one of our like stream people to show
Yeah,
up.
he's definitely the most consistent viewer that we have so
Yeah.
far. So
But it's really cool. It feels like I have friends.
Yeah, it's pretty
They're
cool.
all listening like, what a
That's
loser.
that's why I like the podcast, and I like YouTube a lot for that reason, because it's like I can be social while also not being directly social.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not talking to someone. I have Twitch for that, but it's nice to like kind of interact with people without having to directly interact with them.
Without having
Because
to
like
think like, what's funny? What should I say? How do I
yeah,
do small talk?
because I mean obviously we're both like introverts. I think most people
Oh
that play
yeah.
OSRS are introverts, but so it's nice getting some human contact,
It's
I
funny,
guess.
you wouldn't guess well on our stream because it's really our only out other than us social interaction for like the day. So whenever we go
Yeah.
on, we're like, what's happening? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. So we're like really excited.
It's our only social interaction.
Yeah.
Come talk to us, please.
But I think that was quite a bit of a tangent, but
I
either
was just
way,
feeling grateful.
yeah, just feeling grateful. Thanks everyone for listening
Thank
as well
you.
and continuing to listen.
It sounds like it's our
We
last
definitely
episode or something. It's not. We're
no,
still
we
going.
definitely noticed there has been like more and more people listening to the podcast, so we're glad it seems like
Mhm.
people are liking it and
Yeah.
coming back. So
A couple people have been disliking our podcast episodes now,
yeah,
which
shouts out to
means
them.
that we've made to the big leagues if people are starting to dislike us literally just speaking.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So yeah, thanks for seemingly enjoying it, and hopefully you continue to. So I guess we can move on to the update now.
Yes.
So as far as the update, there also this is probably why there's a little bit more talking of other stuff than usual today.
Yeah, there's a
is,
baby update.
There is a very little baby update today. So it's actually, I think they said that it was just small changes and tweaks is what they called it.
Oh, wow.
So literally no new stuff, just some fixes. They fixed Fosani's Nightmare. If you don't know, Fosani's Nightmare came out last week.
Yeah, we
It
talked
was
about in our
the,
last episode quite a bit.
We did. It's essentially the hard mode version of the Nightmare if you've ever done that, but it's
Who
solo
needs
only.
a harder version of the Nightmare?
Well,
Swear, people are wild
yeah.
in this game.
So the Nightmare is pretty tough. I've never done it. I've seen it been done.
You did the Nightmare once, right?
I like did like a mob Nightmare. Like there was like 30 of us there. I didn't even get the KC. So
Oh, you didn't do the Nightmare.
yeah, exactly. Like, I was there when the Nightmare died one time.
I saw it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like I watched her die. That was it. But so either way, if you are interested in Fosani or interested in the Nightmare, then there is a soloable version of it, but it is a little bit harder, but you have a much higher chance to get really sick gear.
Yeah, if any of you tried out, let us know how it is.
Yeah,
Because
let us
I'm very
know.
curious.
I want to try Chambers. It's funny because I feel more prepared for Chambers than if I were to try the Nightmare tomorrow, which is
funny
kinda
because isn't the Nightmare easier?
I don't know.
Probably personal preference on
It's
that one.
a single boss, so it's kind
Yeah.
of hard to say. It's a little different. And then on top of that, they also made some additional, I guess like changes or fixes to the equipment rebalance portion of last week's update. They made it so that the set bonus window on your like little armor tab that tells you all your bonuses that you have from your
Mhm.
armor makes it so that it shows all the crystal armor. Because if you don't know now, the crystal armor has individual pieces that give individual bonuses. So
Okay.
what they did is they are going to be displaying the effects of each individual piece instead of requiring the full set for it to show.
That's nice.
So before you had to have the torso, head, and legs equipped for it to show the bonus. Now it'll just show each individual piece,
Okay, cool.
which is really nice.
So if you don't want all of them, you can tell what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Because you'll still get the bonus if you wear the pants and the legs.
It's
but
just not the whole bonus.
it wouldn't show you before this patch. It would just
Oh, that's kinda odd.
it would only show if you wore the whole set.
Yeah.
Even though you still were getting a bonus.
Okay.
And besides that, that's kind of it. They
Oh,
have like
great.
yeah, exactly. So they have some updates. So they have some like really minor updates to Chambers of Zarek and Theater of Blood, just like really small UI updates. Not a lot going on. So if you want to read through them, as always, if you're watching on YouTube, this is going to be the link to the notes are going to be in the description, so you can check them out in their entirety.
All the little baby
But
notes.
yeah, there's really
It's
not
literally
too much.
like one line each for
Yeah,
like
it's
10
like
things.
it's like 10 bullet points, and all of them aren't really important. They're actually so not important they put the PvP world rotation above it. So all right, so I guess now moving on to the next part, which is probably quite a bit more exciting, at least to me, than this week's actual patch notes, are the potential upcoming patch notes that they said they're planning on releasing. So they have a little section on the same patch notes as today's release called upcoming content. And
Hey.
here they tell us a little schedule of what they plan on bringing out for the
Oh,
next 3 weeks as far as patches go.
that's so cool. I didn't think it
And
was gonna be like that.
these updates look like they're going to be really interesting and potentially awesome. So I'm actually really excited about them. And so I think that's probably the main thing we're going to be talking about, not the actual patch notes, but the patch notes to be.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean, we had 30 seconds talking about the actual
yeah,
bus.
exactly.
It's gonna be hard to not beat that.
To call them lackluster would be downplaying it. But I guess it's better than nothing. At least they fixed some stuff.
Oh
So.
yeah, no.
So as far as July 14th, they give us the dates of the next patches, which of course are going to be July 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. So those are the
Cool.
foreseeable updates that they have in mind and lined up. So for July 14th, they said they're going to be bringing a bunch of Slayer-related changes that passed in Poll 75. This includes improvements to Zulrah, Hydra, Grotesque Guardians, and more. So I actually have the Poll 75 changes up
Oh, cool.
already. So I wanted to go over a few of them that I think are likely to pass. I think a lot of them did pass if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't check and I don't know, but I
Yeah,
do
'cause they're
think a lot
gone
of them
now,
passed.
huh?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the
Ooh,
note.
I'm so excited for that one.
Yeah, exactly. These are the polls that had a lot of Slayer changes. So that's mainly what it's going to be about. But like you heard earlier, there is going to be quite a few boss changes as well, potentially. So
But
what's
most
nice,
importantly, the helms.
yeah, exactly. What's most importantly is the helms. So we're getting 5 new proposed helms. This is
Not
really
new,
cool.
new, just updated versions.
They are updated, but they are new, kind of. So
Oh,
it shows like all 5 of the helms, they all look exactly the same, but they're all from different bosses, of course. But now the 5 new helms are the same 5 old helms, but completely redesigned and
love
appropriate for
it.
their bosses.
I love the
So,
Calphite one, which sucks because
because
I don't want
Calphite's
to do
head is
Calphite.
kind of annoying to get. But yeah, so you have the Calphite Queen, of course, all that stuff, and they all look pretty amazing, honestly. I think the designs were really cool. The KBD one, you have extra horns on the
Can I
side.
ask what the red one is?
I think that's Abyssal Sire.
Did you notice that has a mohawk?
Yeah, it does have a
Oh
mohawk.
my gosh.
Yeah, it has like a bunch of like a fan of blades coming out
These
the
are
top,
so cool.
and they look pretty awesome. The blue one,
The Vorky.
is that Vorkath?
It is, yeah.
That's
Because
crazy,
you get
but
Vorkath's head.
yeah, it has Vorkath's head, and it's nice because it has horns similar to KBD, but one of the horns is broken, and I
I
think
didn't
that
even
is
notice
appropriate
that.
because Vorkath is undead.
He's
So
deceased.
yeah, so that is really cool. Some sick helm
And
redesigns.
then there's the Skatizo as well. That one's purple, also very cool looking.
Yeah, of course, and they also have the Alchemical Hydra going on. So a lot of them look
Wow,
really
I like it.
great, honestly. I'm really excited for this, and I'm gonna be saving up some Slayer points, so hopefully I can get one of these unlocked.
I need to go
pretty
get
soon.
the Calphite Queen head.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, I have to get for a
Good-
diary anyway. I need
Good
2.
luck with that. Yeah, it's on average, I think, like what, 50 kills or something.
Oh my
like
god,
that.
I
So
died at 1.
you died
To
at
be
one?
fair, that was last year though.
Yikes.
I've improved.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, so the next thing that is actually pretty awesome, or I really like because I really like killing these particular mob, is going to be a shortcut in the what dungeon is this?
It's the
The Asgardian dungeon?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what it is going to be a shortcut directly to the skeletal wyverns from the hobgoblins. So you can skip the entire ice giants area and ice
Thank
warrior area.
God. It is.
Yeah.
I always run out of stamina going there.
Yeah, I always bring a single dose of stamina to get me
Yeah.
all the way there. So this is going to be a really nice change. I did a video on 1,000 skeletal wyverns. I've done way more than 1,000. That just happened to be how many was in the video. So I think I've done like 3,000 or 4,000. Honestly,
Oh my
I love
God.
that task.
You could have saved so much time. That's crazy.
No, just in general, even before the video, I actually had a few thousand just because I really like killing them.
Yeah, they're good money makers.
Yeah, they're honestly really great. You need, it says proposed is going to be 72 agility to get through that. So yeah, make sure you have
Shouldn't
your
take
agility
too
up.
long to get that.
Yeah, exactly. They're also going to be adding a quick right click option to board Zulrah's boat. And they're also going to be changing the potential assigned tasks of Zulrah from 15 to 35.
Whoa.
So anyone that is doing that for
I
a
wonder if people
moneymaker,
voted yes on that or not.
if I had to guess, probably yes. I think a lot of the boss tasks are honestly too small. Like sometimes you'll get like 6 barrows or something like that, which is Like, I
Well, I
don't
was just
know.
thinking like for Zora, I'd be scared to have that many, but I
But
also am
if you
not unlocking
unlock,
boss for
yeah,
a
I was like, if
reason.
you unlock the boss task, that's kind of the
I
point.
just want
So
a giant mole task. That's
yeah.
it.
So what's really cool is also the grotesque guardian changes. This is potentially going to be
Oh,
cool. Is that they're adding some more, or they're going to be removing the damage from the orbs or the energy spheres when correctly absorbed. So it's essentially just rewarding people that are doing the fight correctly.
oh, that's good.
And also they're going to be adding a visual cue for when the stun actually lands. And so
Good.
again, just some more
I haven't
clarity.
tried it, but those both, just you saying it sounds like they'd be really annoying if I was doing it and those
Yeah.
weren't there.
Overall, I wish they would update the what's it called, the loot table for Grotesque Guardians. I
Mm-hmm.
know Mod Kieran was asked about updating their loot table, and they said that yeah, they want to update the loot table and they're going to, but it's like a very long list of bosses and mobs they want to update the loot table for. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just gonna take a while, just like everything,
I'm sure it's not even
because
close to the top of the list.
yeah, exactly. It just seems like it's on their list and it's on their radar. It's just not at the top. And
Yeah.
when they do go through it with it, it's probably going to be with a laundry list of other mobs that are going to get a rework. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's going to be just a little bit of an update there.
Cool.
Yeah, they're also going to make some changes to the gauntlet. So of course I was talking about it earlier, and they're making some changes. They actually made some changes not too long ago. I think like 7 months ago. So
Oh, cool.
they're
So you
touching
could
it
tell us if
again.
this is good or not.
All right, so one of the things that they plan on potentially adding, or one of the questions at least for the gauntlet, which would be really awesome, honestly, I'm hyped about it, is they're seeing if players would combine 10 crystal shards with a paddlefish. So if you don't know, you make your own food in there. It's called paddlefish.
Okay.
And so what you'll do is combine the paddlefish with crystal shards, and this will create a new type of combo food fish. So this is actually
Whoa.
really great because if you don't know the gauntlet, your health gets low. Your health gets really low. It's actually a pretty common strategy to just sit at like 14 HP because the max hit of Hunlift is 13. So as long as
No.
you're not if within one shot range, you can sit as low as you want. So this will be nice
I've seen you
because
doing it on stream and it looks scary because I'm like, eat.
yeah,
Why aren't
it's
you
so stressful.
eating?
Like the food takes so long to eat. You don't want to eat a lot because then you'll be doing less damage.
Oh my
So
gosh.
having a combo food where you can get like 40 health back really quick would be
That sounds great.
really, really nice, honestly. So that would make it a lot easier. They also, there's a question here for changing the blade of Salidor's color, and it's they actually already added
Didn't they
that.
already do
So
that?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
cool. That
nice.
got added early.
Yeah, that got added early, so that's pretty cool. There's also some changes to Chambers of Zarek. I wonder if they'll be adding any of the chambers, stuff like that. It doesn't say it here, it just says some of the Slayer related stuff
So
in
probably
Pull
not yet.
75. And it also says Zora, Hydra, and Grotesque Guardians and more. So I
Oh, I mean,
wonder,
it could be.
yeah, I wonder how much more of that more it's going to be. But that's pretty much most of the changes that I think might be in the next update.
Okay, cool.
Then they go on to say that July 21st, they actually plan on having what I think is going to be potentially one of the biggest updates for all of OSRS this year,
Ooh.
potentially for a few years, actually.
Oh, okay.
And so that's going to be the combat achievements update. And so it says, step up to the plate as you face off against some of the toughest foes across Gilnor. Plus, they'll be making some of the changes to Gauntlet that I went over just a minute ago.
Oh, okay. That's when they're making the changes.
Yeah, so it's not going to be this first week, but the next week after that.
It was not part of the more.
And so, for anyone not super familiar with the combat achievements update, we weren't either. So, we actually looked up to see kind of what it was.
Yeah.
And so, it's more or less like the achievement diaries, but strictly for combat.
Interesting. I'm excited because you know how I feel about lists.
Yeah,
I love
Michelle
finishing
is
stuff.
a big fan of crossing off lists.
Oh yes, got the quest done. Now I'm working on my achievements list. Now I'm gonna have another
Yeah, so she's
one.
actually really close to getting her diary cape, and
it
then you'll
just
probably get the song cape after that, if I had to
it
guess.
just sucks so much because now I'm at the part of the diary cape where it's real grind.
Yeah, 95 Slayer and 91 rune crafting.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna
So
boost the rune crafting, but
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So if you don't know exactly how the combat achievements work, it's saying that it's much like the normal achievement diaries. Combat achievements are split into different tiers of tasks, increasing in difficulty as they progress. So there's going to be a lot of bosses and monsters in old school. So unlike the achievement diaries 4 tiers. The combat achievements will have 6 tiers. And of course,
Oh.
this is going to be this is a work in progress when it was polled and when it was talked about last, which was quite a bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this could have changed. Pretty much all this could have changed.
Oh.
So take this with a grain of salt. But this
So we're just gonna
is
talk about the original idea.
yeah, this was how it was originally proposed, and why it's taking so long
Okay.
is hopefully they're able to make it awesome. So the image they have here is pretty much easy, medium, hard, elite, master, and grandmaster.
So much like the quest, kind of.
Yeah, very much like the quest. And so here it shows how many tasks you've complete. So it shows how many tasks you've completed for that particular tier, the amount of bosses you've killed for that tier, the skilling bosses that
Whoa.
counted, how many raids you've done, the boss you've killed the most, the skilling boss you've killed the most, and the raid you've done the most.
Okay.
And so it shows that the easy tier is going to be base 60 combat stats, and it's going to be around 50 Slayer, and an equivalent quest is going to be Dragon Slayer.
You mean a required quest?
No, it says below is requirements not intended to be a direct reflection of what is required.
Okay.
They're more of a recommendation of how progress a typical account may be.
I was like, you're not using the word equivalent correctly here.
No, yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's
got it.
not exactly. So it's saying that in general, if you
In
were
that
going to be
area.
doing the easy combat achievements, you're going to have around 60 combat stats, probably around 50 Slayer, and you've likely already done DS1.
Okay, cool.
So I think that's pretty typical. So for medium, it's 70 combat, 69 Slayer, nice, and
Nice.
Monkey Madness 2. I feel like Monkey Madness 2 is kind of
That's
optimistic.
a big ask.
Yeah, that's kind of optimistic, but
For
again,
medium?
it's not required. It's not required.
That's
So
not hard. I mean, it might be hard.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe the
So
quests are actually required.
it does say that hard is going to be 80 combat, 85 Slayer, and DS2 to be completed.
These are scaling very quickly.
Yeah, they are scaling very quickly.
I thought that the easy would be like way lower base.
Me too.
Maybe
But
they'll
I mean,
change it though.
they are
I mean, we
they are
don't know.
achievements, so it's like it's really hard to say you've achieved anything below 60.
We'll think of the easy diaries. They're literally like go buy a newspaper, go pet a dog.
It's true, but it's like imagine how easy DS1 is right now. That's an easy diary.
Yeah, well for us. But,
Exactly.
no, but what I'm saying is it'd be hard for people to start first getting into it. I only got into the diaries because all the easy ones were so dang easy.
I don't know. I mean,
But,
it
they also could
depends.
change it by the time it comes out.
And-
This is just a tentative idea.
Yeah, it is tentative, and I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what other people think if 60 combat is like a big deal or not. Because 60 combat, that's like 40 that's like 40 in every combat skill. It's
Yeah.
not that much.
I don't think it should be like a hard or anything, but I would think that'd be more like medium.
I don't. You mean there was? It took us a while because we were new, but
They're not saying 60 combat. They're saying base 60s. So everything's
base
60s.
60 combat stats. Yeah.
If it was 60 combat, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's obviously not directly comparable to the diaries or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. It seems like 60 base stats isn't that bad. Like it would take you a couple weeks to do it. And I feel like the thing about the diary is it has a lot of really time consuming things connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a lot of skills that would take a lot of time. And combat
so instead
stats
you'll
in
just
general.
be spending time fighting.
Yeah, combat stats in general just seem like they go by a lot quicker early on.
Okay.
So I feel like this isn't that bad. And also none of this stuff is required. So you could probably get by doing the easies with
Mhm.
like 30 combat stats.
Okay.
Just like a lot of the easy diaries, you know?
Yeah.
But to jump up to elite, there is base 90 combat stats. So I'm like not even there yet. I'm almost there. And then 91 Slayer and Song of the Elves done.
Yikes.
So that's a
That
really
91
big
Slayer.
Yeah, it's a really big Slayer. And then Master tier is base 90 combat stats
90 plus combat. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
95 Slayer and rating experience and an understanding of most bosses within the
How
game.
is there another one after this?
And then the final tier is maxed with all previous requirements, experience with all PVM activities, and this tier will take our hardest content in the game and push players to their limits.
Oh my god.
If you thought the Infernal Cape was the difficulty limit, think again. It says the additional tiers
scared.
mean we can be more flexible in our approach with the tasks. Lower tiers are designed to help introduce new players and less experienced players into PvM activities, giving them a taste of what combat in the game has to offer. But Master and Grandmaster tiers give us the ability to provide tasks challenging enough to stretch even the most veteran players.
Yeah.
So it definitely
Whoa.
seems like it'll be very, very difficult in some regards.
Yeah, this is
And it gives
gonna be
a
rough.
few examples of tasks. So it
Okay.
says that now that you've seen the different tiers available, let's take a look at what you can expect from the tasks required to complete them. And it's important to find the right balance between creating tasks that are difficult for groups, but also not impossible for solo players. So this is, of course, you can complete these in a group, it seems.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So that makes them a lot easier in some
Yes.
cases. So, for instance, it shows that the bronze task, which is going to be an easy task, is to kill the giant mole a single time.
Nice. I wonder if it's gonna count our previous kills for everything.
I don't think so. I think with this update, it actually is going to wipe all PBs in the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think that's what they said. I don't know if it's confirmed, of course, but I think that's
Yeah.
what they said.
Jeez.
Oh, no, actually, I am absolutely wrong.
Ooh, okay.
I thought they said that, but I
Oh,
thought.
never mind. It says that any previous earned kill count will carry over and count towards the task completions.
Oh, but I still
Dang.
think your PBs might get wiped, but not your kill counts.
Okay. Well, I'm still glad that the kill counts aren't going to be.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be nice. It says like she said, and then it says some speed task completions will carry over and count towards task completions should combat achievements pass the poll.
Okay.
And it says there will be tasks for varying group size for both Chambers and Theater of Blood,
Ooh.
and this one, and also like most Nightmare of Ashihama tasks. So along with that, they have like kill count, kill a boss a certain amount of times. Example, kill Obor 5 times, kill Giant Mole 50 times, or complete 250 Chambers of Zarek. There's also going to be speed tasks. So kill a boss in a certain amount of time, aka Grotesque Guardians in 130, Vorkath in 110, and Zora in less than 50 seconds.
Cool.
So this is giving you a general gist of what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have other tasks that you can see down here that are going to be restricted items. So doing the fight caves without a ranged weapon, Callisto without using Varax, Giant Mole without using or with full Darax only.
That's
so
a different category you're in.
yeah,
now.
that's there's restricted and there's specific. So
that's the specific. You specifically have to bring that item.
yeah, specifically bring Darax to Giant Mole. Kill General Garter using Mage only.
Wow. These
And
are
then
all going to be so hard.
There's some no damage ones. So kill Zora taking no damage. Kill a General Garage Door with taking no damage from minions. So you're gonna have to like flick all of his minions.
Zora is just no damage from the clouds in that example.
Yeah, from the clouds. Sorry. And there's also area restrictions. So without leaving, kill Kriara 25 times without leaving the room. Mechanic specific. So it says kill Skotizo with none of the 4 pillars alive.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's pretty easy. That means you just kill them right before.
Yeah, but they start respawning faster.
Yeah. And so you're wondering maybe why the hell would I want to do all this except for maybe the prestige of it.
Yeah.
They're actually going to reward you with XP lamps. So it says, much like the normal achievement diaries, XP lamps are given at a scale and experience as you progress through things.
Mm-hmm.
And these can be used to gain experience in any skill of your choice over a certain level. So they give it here. For easy tier, it'll be 5k experience in any skill above level 20. And scaling all the way up to Grandmaster, it'll be 50k experience in any skill above level 70.
I almost feel like it should be more than that.
Yeah, for some of those tasks, they seem crazy, but 50k is a lot. That's
Yeah,
like,
but
I mean,
that's
for
like-
rune crafting, that's like 5 hours of a slow
I
pace
know,
rune craft.
But I'm again comparing to the achievement diaries. That's an entire elite.
Yeah, but the achievement diaries, I think there is what's it called? I think these are harder than achievement diaries.
Oh, I know.
Up.
That's why I'm saying that they should have a better reward than the achievement.
Oh, but I think you get more of them potentially.
Oh yeah, you could. Maybe it's like every one or something.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
have
how
no
many you
idea.
get. I don't know if it's like 4 or 5 or
Yeah.
whatever. And also, it says it'll also be potentially giving you better drop rates for clue scrolls. It says we propose a 5% increased chance to receive
Oh.
clue scrolls you'd normally get as a drop, with the type of clue changing based on which tier of tasks you have completed.
Oh wow.
So it says it'll give you 5% more for each of them if you've done the elite clues, then, or the elite tier of tasks, then you'll have a 5% chance for elite clues.
It's pretty significant.
Yeah, so it's pretty big. And also it'll give you a like a boss upgrade potentially. So if you have done, for example, the elite tier of the achievement diary, then you'll be getting +8 maximum bosses assigned.
Wow.
So it's assuming that you're a more or less a bosser at that point.
That you like doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You probably like bossing if you're an elite tier on the achievement diary, so they'll be giving you more bosses to kill.
Cool.
They're also proposing a couple new Slayer helm designs.
Oh yeah, these are the ones I've already mentioned.
Yeah, these are basically these are new ones.
Oh, what?
Yeah, these would be brand new ones.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so these Slayer helm looks would be redesigns for the highest achievement tiers. So the players who complete all tasks in Elite, Master, and Grandmaster will gain access to some of the most prestigious Slayer helms in all of Gilnor.
Prestigious?
Yeah.
Prestigious?
It's tomato.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
And so for the elite tier, you are able to claim the Slayer helm for TzTok Jad. Also for the master tier, you can get the Lady Verzik Viter helm. And lastly, you can get the Grandmaster helm, which is the Tizkal Zuck. So you can get some really awesome and exclusive helms potentially for Slayer, so you can show off to all your homies. And there's actually a ton of other additional rewards, potentially unlimited daily teleports to God Wars.
Wow.
Tons of different stuff potentially for increasing your notoriety among the combat achievement knowers. So there's a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go through all of it. I just want to list a bunch of the.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this Q&A still, we need that.
Yeah, I just wanted to list some really cool parts of the combat achievements. That's why there's a
wow, that's gonna be so exciting.
Yeah, there's a really long list of stuff they want to implement along with this. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much of it passed and how much of their implementing of it, and what we can expect in just a couple weeks.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's honestly gonna be really cool, and why I said it potentially is gonna be one of the best patches or best updates in OSRS this year, because I think we've been waiting for this for quite some time.
It's like, because we weren't here when the achievement diaries were introduced, so it's gonna be like the new achievement diaries.
Yeah. Also, exciting. For some context, this was proposed in last year.
Wow.
So
there might be tons of changes, and everything we just said is fake.
Yeah, exactly. So it was proposed in November of 2020.
Oh my gosh.
So
literally like almost 8 months ago.
Yeah, so by the time they implement it in 2 weeks, it'll be not nearly a year, but it's closer to a year than not. So
oh my god.
It's been quite some time. So it'll be a long time.
No wonder
coming,
I can remember what it was about.
Yeah, hopefully it's sick. No one can remember because it was so long ago. I think that was barely when we just started playing.
It was before. No, we were definitely playing at the time. No, we didn't have our podcast.
It was just barely when we got more serious about it. And so to finish it off, for July 28th, you can expect a Night at the Theater quests rework. So some people were asking, and apparently they did go through with the rework. I thought the quest was okay, and I actually really enjoyed my time there, but apparently some people, and by some I mean a lot of people, wanted it reworked, so I had a little bit more theme. So they'll be adding a more of a thematic approach to the quest and giving you some deeper backstory around the theater and some of its mysterious participants.
Even though I'm not even able to see it.
Yeah, we've already done it, so we won't be able to experience it.
I can read about it on Wikipedia.
Unless you make another character or watch someone do it, so...
I would not make another character, get all of my skills up to be able to reach this quest.
Yeah, it's just all of that just to actually experience this again.
No thanks. I'll just watch a video.
Yeah. And so this month, because they are not having RuneFest, they are going to be having the Summer Summit this month, so you can expect some exact dates coming up very, very soon. It's going to have a collection of announcements and information regarding upcoming content.
Awesome.
So a lot of really interesting stuff to look forward to, and honestly, it's going to be pretty exciting this month.
Hey, I'm glad. Now let's get some questions out of the way before we end this.
All right, so to jump into the questions, we have quite a few, so I'm going to pick a couple that I think are a little more interesting. Mm-hmm. The first one I think is really cool, and it pertains to a lot to what we talked today, so it's going to be... what's a task that people normally block or skip, but you do because it's a guilty pleasure, and why?
There's actually a lot. One is, I don't know if a lot of people skip it, but it's not efficient for Slayer, like XP per hour, is gargoyles.
Gargs. Okay.
And I do that because
I do it because
there's a lot of money.
it's pretty good money. Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that I do that they say to skip is blood velds.
Oh,
It's
okay.
weird because I actually hate doing them, but
That's
I do
funny.
them because, I mean, usually I get a lot of the superiors that show up in Kourend,
Oh, okay.
and they
Yeah.
drop totem pieces. So
You
that's
love them totems.
I do love them totems. I talk about all the time. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's like the main one, I think. What
As
about you?
as me, I definitely say aberrant specters. I
Oh,
don't
I
think
still do those.
people.
A lot of people don't, huh?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't like them. I just pray mage the entire time, and you end up making money even if you pray mage the entire time, and they don't hit you. You can cannon them. Overall, I like them.
I do it for the same reason because I actually do in Corinne where I can't cannon, but
Oh,
the superiors.
yeah, superiors. Okay. So the next one is going to be what are some good tools to use in RuneLight? So if you're using desktop, you can use the RuneLight client, and it has a lot of add-ons. So I figured this person is just getting back into the game and they want to know, not sure what it can do.
Ooh, well, my favorite thing right now in RuneLight is probably the loot tracker.
Oh,
So
okay.
it keeps track of like you can also get a plugin for a loot tracker that keeps track all the time,
Yeah.
but it keeps track like for whenever you're logged in to see like what you're getting. And I also just really like to see how much XP I've made so far in the day. They also do like XP per hour, which ends up getting warped if you take breaks,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's still nice to like see like, oh, I actually am making progress.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What about you?
I really like tile markers, and I really
Ooh, love the
like
tile markers.
there's an add-on. Um, I forgot what it was. I think it's tile indicators maybe, but it shows your true tile. So if you don't know if
Oh
you're
yeah.
running around, you're actually like 2 or 3 steps ahead of where your character shows they are.
Mm-hmm.
That could be really important if you have attacks following you, specifically like for Vorkath or for any like tornadoes that follow you and like TOB and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's really important to know where your character actually is and not where it looks like they are. So that's why I'd probably choose that one.
Cool. I mean, I've never turned that on because I think I just overthink it.
Yeah, exactly. And so also this person asked if they can use RuneLight on mobile. Nope.
No, you cannot, unfortunately.
You have to wait. They're going to be coming out with that very soon though. Not RuneLight, but
They're
add-ons.
having this just regular RuneLight.
Yeah,
It's
just
gonna be having it.
the regular old school RuneScape client is going to be updated. It's on Steam right now, the update, and then they're going to be carrying it over to mobile, so you can have a lot of the newer stuff that they've been adding to the client on mobile very soon, but it's only on Steam at the moment.
Cool. Okay.
Also, there's been a lot of questions about whether the blowpipe is still good at the fight caves. As far as I understand, it's still best in slot at the fight caves.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it might not be the best for Jad. You can bring a
Mhm.
different weapon for Jad, but honestly, it's still probably going to be good enough for Jad.
Okay.
I think, not much has changed with the blowpipe. It's just not the best everywhere.
Yeah.
It's still really good though.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the last one is where on World 330 can I find someone who will let me offer bones at a gilded altar? Like, is there any specific area I gotta go? So 330 is the party world. If you're there, I would recommend if you've changed your house location, I would change it back to Remington.
Yep.
And go and teleport outside of your house. And while you're there, you can click on this like little, what is
It's
it, like a
little-
billboard
it looks-
kind of?
It's called like a posting board or something
Yeah.
like that, but it looks like a little birdhouse next to
It
the
does.
house
It looks like a
portal.
little birdhouse next to it. Just click that, and you'll see who's advertising in that world, and you can make sure that they have stuff in it. But if they're advertising, they probably have the gilded altar.
If they're at the top of the list, there's a really good chance they have a maxed house, and you could just click the
Yeah.
arrow next to that.
Yeah, and then you could just go there and use their gilded altar.
Yeah. Also, if you do end up using someone's gilded altar for like a long period of time, probably a good idea to tip them. There's a little
Oh.
tip jar.
I wanted to tip someone last time, and there wasn't one.
Yeah, I almost tip like, anywhere between 50 and 100K, just like depending on how long I'm there for. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, they have
But
maxed
if you don't have
houses and
much
you
money, I
don't.
don't think anyone's.
Yeah,
gonna
if you're
care.
running low on money, they don't care. They're not going to charge you. But if you have a little extra coin, they're helping you out probably a ton, giving you free teleports and gilded altars. And that does cost them money to run. So maybe just tip them.
One life hack though is if you have like a bunch of them, you can leave the portal, go back to Remington, and usually someone will have this like servant guy, butler guy named Files hanging out in that room
Oh, yeah.
right next to
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And you can trade him your noted bones for gold. So he'll just give you your real bones back. so you don't have to
Yeah,
go and keep going back to the bank and back and forth.
exactly. So
But it does cost money.
the process would be like being outside, talking to files, getting your bones unnoted, going into someone else's houses, use them at the altar, and then go back and do it again.
Yep, it's
And
pretty easy.
yeah, if anyone doesn't know, you can use other people's house on World 330. They're always open. There's always, literally always, someone there
Oh
offering their
yeah,
house. So if you need like a teleport, if you're killing Vorkath and you need a ornate rejuvenation pool and you don't have one because you don't have 83 craft or construction or something like that,
me.
then you can use other people's houses. They also have every teleport in the game. So use other people's houses if you don't have your
Take
construction.
advantage. They're advertising it for a reason. You can
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, they get what's it called? Compensated really well just for letting other people use their house.
Oh yeah,
So use them to their fullest and that'll save you a lot of time.
definitely.
So I think that's gonna be about it. But
Yeah.
I guess before we clock out, do you have anything planned for the
Clock out.
yeah, before we check out, you have anything planned for the upcoming week?
Probably just doing more Volcano and streaming, honestly.
Okay.
And I need to do more Slayer, but I am really enjoying Volcano. So
Nice. Yeah.
we'll see next week what I have done.
Awesome.
But what about you?
I'm planning on bossing more, so I'm gonna do more Gauntlet, more Corrupted Gauntlet, potentially more Volcano, Chambers of Zarek, and also more God Wars. So I'm gonna do probably eventually more Saradomin, Bandos, maybe Krill and maybe Kriar, just maybe all of it.
Super down to do those with you. Just let me know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do all of those. I might try more bosses soon. I'm kind of just like going through a bunch of different bosses.
You're trying so
And
many stuff or so much stuff lately.
yeah, and I'm trying to get my like stats up so I can be better at bossing.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see how that goes. It's probably gonna be many hours of me, running my
Dying.
head into a wall doing
Yeah.
this chambers
That's what bossing
grind.
is in
But
this game.
I'm gonna get a T-bow on the first drop. So the first KC I ever get
Should
at
be fine.
chambers should be a T-bow, so that'll make a lot of this other stuff easier.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Cool. If you guys want to check us out on stream, it's twitch.tv/Bunebape. We have a YouTube channel and an Instagram. They're both called Bunebape. We post memes on Instagram. We post like tons and tons of videos. We have over 100 videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
just guides and money makers and stuff like that. We also have a Twitter where we recycle the same memes and also share our Twitch on there. So that is going to be Bunebapeosrs,
Yeah.
which happens to be the same as our friends chat. So join
Yeah.
Bunebapeosrs.
If you want to join our friends chat, it's Bunebapeosrs. So if you want to join our clan or want to know what's going on with us but don't want to join our clan because you're already in one,
Yeah,
join our friends chat.
for sure. We have a couple of people in it that we talk to often.
Yeah, and if you do want to join our clan, it's going to be World 301. We're almost always advertising there. If we're not advertising there in World 301, you can message us on friends chat and
Yeah.
we'll be able to invite you personally or get you
More fancy that
yeah,
way.
get you situated either way. So make sure to head over there. Also, again, if you want to check in on the giveaway and make sure you're all situated there, make sure to go to our Twitch first, and then in chat just type !giveaway or ask me to do it, and I can type !giveaway. And follow the link there. There's actually 5 ways, I think, to enter, so you have a possibility of getting 25 different entries.
Ooh, wow.
It's essentially just visiting our socials and following us on Twitch and Twitter.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to enter, and like I said, you could win a bond. So
And you'll make us happy.
yeah, and you'll make us happy. Eventually, you'll actually enjoy some of our content.
Hopefully.
But again, if you don't watch, it doesn't matter. You can enter either way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so no sweat.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thanks for coming by and giving us your time. Hope you all have an amazing week, and we'll see you all next week.
Very soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.